Hi guys, there's on Steam an adventure event this weekend, and of course I picked some nice games for you to take a look at. This is INCANTAMENTUM and it is made by Clock and Dagger Games. Also will get published by those guys, and it's a folk horror narrative driven adventure, and we are of course hopping in and taking a look. Miss Bateman. Welcome back to Tishurst's house. It's been quite some time. Terrible weather this evening, isn't it? Nurse Blaketon has had enough of me smoking inside. It makes her cough, you see. But a bit of rain won't kill us, will it? You mustn't be interested in me nattering on. Give my regards to your father. Nurse Blaketon is preparing his supper. You look a little pale, Miss Bateman. Do go inside. You'll catch a death out here. Okay. A nice pixel art. Dearest Mother, I hope this letter will reach you. I've spent these past years in torment trying to piece together what remains of obscured memories. What am I about to recount to you will seem beyond comprehension, but I beg for your patience. I will endeavor to explain the events that led me to Tishurst House that night. As far as I can recall, this whole wretched story started with the receipt of a letter from a Mr. Leonard Shoulder. The letter brought me to the isolated village of Boulay, deep in the moors. Okay. No station master in sight. I hope the village is not too far away. I cannot recall our exact meeting place. Mr. Shoulder mentioned it in his letter. I have 6 shillings and 2 pence. My assistant, Kenneth, is bringing more funds tomorrow. Okay. I don't like traveling with too much money on me. Okay. So I ought to read Mr. Shoulder's letter again. I can't recall the name of our meeting place. Okay. Let's read it. Right click. Dear Miss Bateman, I write this letter in the hope of piquing your curiosity. I was told about your expertise in burrows, and if I understand correctly, you're writing a book on them and the treasures they contain. I live in the village of Boulay, where a most special burrow can be found on the outskirts. It is rectangular in form and is certainly large enough to stand up inside. The place is steeped in local legend, and there is talk of secrets deep within. I hope you will not misunderstand me and find this letter intrusive. If you wish to visit Boley and excavate the burrow, I will be pleased to be your guide. Please send your response to the Plough and Furrow in Boley. I shall await your letter. Yours respectfully, Leonard Shoulder. Dear Miss Bateman, marvelous news. I shall meet you at 8 o'clock in the evening on the 14th of this new month at the Plough and Furrow Inn, Boulay. The inn has fine rooms, which you will find adequate for your short stay. When we meet, I shall tell you more of the circumstances surrounding the site, which is locally referred to as Hobsborough. It is not located on my own land, but we will have no issue gaining permission to excavate. I wish you a safe journey. Okay. I must make my way to the Plough and Furrow Inn. Excuse me? Yes? I'm looking for the Plough and Furrow Inn. Do you know where I can find it? Aye, young lady. Leave the station and follow the dry stone wall for around half a mile. You'll come to Boulay, go straight ahead and you'll find the market square. The inn is t'other side of the square. Thank you very much. What can you tell me about Boulay? It used to be a thriving village, not so much now. I don't spend much time there these days. Are you local? Aye, yes, a local I am, but I don't live in the village. Where are you traveling to today? That would be none of your business, young lady. Quite. Apologize. I wish you a pleasant journey. So we have to leave here. What brings you to Boulay? I beg your pardon? What brings you to Boulay, miss? Tell the truth, I have nothing to hide. I'm here to visit a local landmark, Hobsborough. Hobsborough? I can't say I've heard of it. For what reason? I wish to excavate it. Grave robber? Are you? Not at all. I merely have an interest into antiques. Not much to be found in Boulay, if you ask me. You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city. I'll take my chances. You can't say I didn't warn you. That was odd. Yes, it was. Hello there. Hello. No one there. Now, let's go then to the inn. Yeah, it is. The Plough and Furrow. I have a bit of time before Mr. Shoulder arrives. I should inquire about a room. Let's do that. Is he talking to us? Hello there. What's a young lady doing out alone in this sodding weather? I'm heading to the I never pronounce it right. To the Plough and Furrow. Get out of the way, sir. You're drunk. What are you doing out in this weather? I'm heading to the Plough and Furrow. Bloody good pub, that. It has the finest ales in the whole country. I'll take you there if you like. I believe we are standing directly in front of it. Oh, so we are. Listen. Yes? Give us a kiss now, won't you? Humor him. It usually works with men. Slap him? I have no time for this. Deflect question. Perhaps he is married. Humor him. It's hard to refuse such an elegant offer, but I simply must go freshen up first. I've had a long journey today. Of course, lass. Now, would you please let me pass? I'm getting soaked. Sorry, my dear, sorry. I'll come back to find you later. I always wanted to find such a cavalier. What a buffer. Okay. I should speak to the innkeeper about a room. should. Let's go to the innkeeper. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, miss. How can I help you? A room? I'm in need of a room for the night. Aye, we aren't short of rooms. One night, is it? I shall need at least 2 nights, maybe more. Aye, this not a problem. 3 shilling per night, that includes your dinner and tea. A fair price. I'll need that payment upfront for the 2 nights. Okay. Can we give him the monies? Yeah. This is payment for the room. Thank you. Can I ask you for your name, miss? Thomasina Bateman. And will Mr. Bateman be staying with us tonight? No, I'm not vet. My assistant is arriving in Boulay tomorrow. Your assistant, you say? Will you be needing another room? Please. I'll keep a room spare. It's not quite as nice as your room, I'm afraid. No, not a problem, sir. I'm sure it will be adequate. Kenneth is not a man of expensive taste. Here's your key. Just go through the door to the right of the bar up the stairs. Room number 2. Thank you. Can I help you with your luggage? No thanks you, sir. I can manage. I should go upstairs and freshen up before Mr. Shoulder arrives. Let's do that. This shall do nicely. Time to change into something more comfortable. Much better. Matchbox. Complimentary matches. Useful. Let's grab it. Okay. There's only 1 match left though. I've stored my case in there. A box within a box. I've hung my dress inside. Aside from that, the wardrobe is empty. Okay. How about the jug? Oh, I can take that. I don't wish to carry the bowl around with me. Well, I think that's pretty much all in this room. Maybe the candle? As the only light source in the room, I ought to leave this here. Okay. Let's go down. Let's check on the pictures. A colorful work depicting a bashful night. Okay. Fireplace. Should probably talk to him again. Miss Bateman, you've transformed. I feel far more comfortable in my outdoor clothing. You look like one of those explorers you see in the newspaper. I guess you could call me an explorer of sorts. I'm Stanley Camp. A pleasure to meet you, Stanley. And tell me, I trust your room is adequate? Most adequate. Excellent. Leonard Shoulder. I'm looking for a man named Leonard Shoulder. I know the man. I'm to meet him here tonight. Can I get you something to drink while you wait? Not yet, thank you. What can you tell me about Mr. Shoulder? Aye, he's a quiet fellow. He only comes here to check his post. Yes, I've been corresponding with him using this address. Have you now? You found yourself an admirer? Ha, not quite. What business do you have with old Leonard then? Tell him the truth, I have nothing to hide. Well, if you must know, I am what you can be called a burrow digger. A what? A burrow digger. What in God's name is that? Are you familiar with tumuli? Afraid not. Burrow is another word for tumulus or tumuli in the plural. You've lost me. I excavate ancient burial sites, looking for relicts. A burrow is traditionally a circular mound of raised earth enclosing a burial chamber. Oh, you're a grave robber. I am no such thing. Don't worry, lass. I've met all sorts in here over the years. I won't tell anyone. I assure you my goal is more noble than petty grave robbery. What sort of relics do you find then? Gold? Treasures? Bones? Well, never gold, but treasures certainly. Ancient pottery is the most common find. I am exploring the country, excavating burrows, and documenting my findings in preparation for my book. Investigates of the Antiques in Rural England, it shall be called. Oh, very interesting. But what does old Leonard have to do with this? He sent me a letter in which he told me about an unusual burrow in Boulay, a site called Hobbs Burrow. I'm meeting him here this evening to find out more. I've lived here my whole life and I've heard notes about Hobbs Burrow. Stanley Camp. Well, I've been the preparator of this inn for the last 16 years. I worked as a drover all over the country in my younger days. Saved my coins up and bought this place. It's a fine inn. Thank you. I often run short of ale, but my rooms are rarely full. We don't get many visitors wanting to stay overnight here in Borley. Okay, Hobbs Burrow. Are you sure you've never heard of Hobbs Burrow? Not in my life, lass. But I'll tell you something, the moors stretch further than the eyes can see once you leave this village. There's no doubt many are discovery to be made. Mr. Shoulder said the burrow is well known locally, a place of legend. I'm afraid you're going to have to speak to him about it. Why are you interested in digging around in the dirt, lass? Haven't you better things to do with your life, with your time? I enjoy nothing more than the thrill of discovery, uncovering the past and piecing together our history. I inherited this passion from my father. Oh, a burrow digger too, were he? Indeed. He would take me with him on excavations as a child. Does he still come with you now on your own adventures? I'm afraid my father has been bedbound by illness for many years. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, lass. Thank you, Mr. Kemp. He is well looked after at a private hospital. Borley. Can you tell me about Borley? It's a quiet place. People keep to themselves, work hard. I look forward to exploring the village tomorrow. There's not a lot to see, lass. St. Edward's Church is a fine building worth a visit. Thank you for your time. As you were. Okay. What do we do now? Do we sit down anywhere? It's a crudely painted scene with that appears to be of a biblical nature. Hello, sir. Do you know a Mr. Leonard Shoulder? You are not local. You've come on that bloody train, haven't you? Charlie is going to the dogs. Introduce yourself. My name is Thomasina Bateman. And you are? None of your business, lass. Where's your husband? None of your business, sir. Ha! You're brave coming in here all on your own. I am a grown woman. I am Cyril. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Cyril. Do you know Mr. Shoulder? That be none of your business, lass. I don't come to your city poking around asking questions, do I? A man just wants to enjoy his ale in peace. Okay, conversation. Farewell. Does not want Tara Lass. Does not really want to talk to us. Do we go to the toilet? I do not need to use that laboratory. Okay. Can we sit down anywhere? Doesn't seem so. So what are we going to do to trigger that the other guy comes? I should wait here for Mr. Shoulder. Okay, okay. Cannot sit down. Can I talk to that one? Maybe. Good day, sir. Huh, he doesn't even answer. Good afternoon, sir. Not for you here. I beg your pardon? I said there's note for you here, Lass. Be on your way. Okay, he also doesn't want to talk. Charming. The painting depicts a rocky-edged lake. Small bronze plate states the name Lake Cubilus. Hello again, Zero. Oh, I take it you are not enamored with the train station. Orly is going to be swarming with outsiders like you. We don't want you coming here. It's as simple as that, lass. Why not? This is our town, our land. I assure you, I am not here to cause trouble. Well, we'll see about that, won't we? What can you tell me about Borley? We are a proud community. I've lived here my whole life. Not much here to interest folks like you. Folks like me? Aye. Farewell. Tara Lass. Mr. Shoulders really should be here by now. Huh? I'll sit down and wait, finally. Sometime later. Where on earth is he? What a waste of time this is turning out to be. Aha. Is that the drunk? Evening there, miss. Not you again. I just wanted to apologize for earlier. Looks like you freshened up, but I know I won't be getting that kiss. You're quite right. I were a fool for how I carried on. I'm sorry. The drink gets a hold of me sometimes. Let's start again, shall we? My name is Arthur Tillett. Thomasina Bateman. What brings you to Borley anyway? I'm here to meet someone, but he has not arrived. His loss, if you ask me. Perhaps you know the gentleman, Mr. Leonard Shoulder. Oh, I know Mr. Shoulder, all right. If I may be so bold as to say, he's a bit long in the tooth for you. The relationship is not what you are implying. I've never met him. In fact, I know very little about him at all. Get me an ale and I'll tell you all about the old sod. One ale coming right up. Might have some useful information. One ale coming right up. Thank you very much, Miss Bateman. Then I'll tell you about old Leonard Shoulder. Okay, let's get the ale. How can I help you? Order a drink. A tankard of your finest ale, Mr. Camp. There we are, 2 pence, please. Thank you. This was the last of my money, but Kenneth will be here tomorrow with more funds. Thank you for your time. As you were. Please, Miss Bateman, an ale to wet my whistle. Then I'll tell you all about old Leonard. Give him the ale. Here you are, Arthur. I'm thanking you. And now then. Old Len, Leonard Shaw, and he falls over. Oh, okay. Arthur? Mr. Tillett? Oh, for heaven's sake, the man is in a drunken stupor. Mr. Tillett? He's not dead, just very drunk. I would still like to hear what he has to say about Mr. Shoulder. What can I do? Oh wait, I had some water. Pull the water over him. Yeah, that helped. What the hell were that for? You passed out, Mr. Tillett. Oh, sorry, lass. Where were I? Leonard Shoulder. Hold on, another minute. I'm aging for a piss. Oh god. You don't say stuff like that direct. This man is unbelievable. Sometime later. Is he coming back from the bathroom ever? It feels like an hour has passed. Perhaps I should go in there and check on him. Miss Bateman? I apologize, the ladies are closed due to faulty plumbing. You'll have to use the gents. Lovely. Mr. Tillett? Okay, that looks now pretty spooky. What's that? What's burning here? Jug of water. The jug is empty. Dirty towel. It looks like the towel has not been washed in months. Urinals. I would rather not get any closer. The smell of urine is nose eating. Okay. Let's see. There's a door. Mr. Tillett? Mr. Tillett, are you in there? Doesn't look like it. Mr. Tillett, are you in there? What happened? Was that a cat? Looks like one. Cannot see much here. Well, you're not Mr. Tillett. See there, it was a cat. I'd rather not touch it. The thing stinks to high heaven. Oh, there's another door. The door opens a little but appears to be blocked from the other side. He probably is in there. I think I can hear someone moving around. Mr. Tillett? Arthur, are you out there? Judging by the draught coming from below the door, this door must lead outside. I should investigate further. So we cannot go there, right? The door is blocked. Yeah, okay. Then we might have to leave the inn, go around the inn and look it up from the back. The mirror is coated in a thick layer of grim. Okay. Also, this is very foggy now. Maybe smoke from cigarettes? Let's exit. See what we can find. Excuse me, sir. A pearl white gent's glove. It's certainly unlike anything Mr. Tillett was wearing. Okay. It seems rather out of place here, particular. Someone has wrenched the door shut. Tillett, why would he have done that? No, he probably didn't. I suspect the barrels are empty, otherwise the locals would be rolling them into their cellars. If I had a horse, I would tether it here. Okay. Where did that guy go? Oh, there he is. Sir. Just let's follow him then. Getting nighttime, maybe not the best idea. The old man has disappeared into the darkness. I'd best turn back to the inn. Yeah, I would say the same. You'd rather go back, lady. How can I help you? Toilet door. There's a door to the outside in the gents' lavatory. Why is it bolted? That door doesn't even have a lock. So you didn't block the door? I don't know what you're talking about. Arthur Tillett. Have you seen Arthur Tillett? I thought he were with you. He went to the lavatory and has not returned. Ha, that sounds like Walter Tillett. Don't worry, lass, he'll be back. Thank you for your time, as you were. Okay. Mr. Tillett has vanished. I should check outside. Yeah, I did already. You choke cookie. Now the door isn't blocked anymore. The door is blocked from... Why is it blocked? That makes no sense at all. It should now... It would be logical if it's not blocked anymore, because I unblocked it. Maybe we have to check on that backyard again. Is there anything more that I oversaw? Okay. Did Tillett leave, then block the door behind him? Something strange is going on here. Okay, so now I can use the door. Okay. Oh, now he's ringing the bell. What's going on? Last orders. Oh, he's closing. I'm tired. I should get some sleep. Finding the missing man of Bole will have to wait for tomorrow. Okay, so now I investigated enough. I'm to meet Kenneth at the station early in the morning. Should get some sleep. Go to bed. Yes, I must get some sleep. I shall track down Mr. Shoulder tomorrow. That was the game INCANTAMENTUM, and it seems to be quite nice. It's coming soon. It's not published yet. So if you like that kind of retro point-and-click adventure game, and if you love puzzles, then you might wanna take a look at it on Steam and maybe wishlist it. Miss Spademan. Yes? Off to bed? Yes, I'm afraid Mr. Shoulder has let me down. The rotter. Perhaps he will make himself known tomorrow. I should hope so. This is turning into a waste of my time. Don't mind the locals, miss. It's just that we don't get a lot of visitors in Bole. Quite. They mean well, believe me. Sure, Mr. Kemp. Please call me Stanley. Good night, Stanley. Sleep well, Miss Bateman. That is really spooky. The cat is coming. The smelly cat wants to go to bed with me? Really? She does. How dare you? She doesn't look very happy. Yeah, and I see you then at the next one, guys. Bye bye.